Hello and welcome to another Bushwhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Aric Almirola's STP Ford for 2017. Let's take a quick look at the box here. Typical boxes for 2017 so far with the nice white, black, and red packaging. Picture of Aric Almirola, acting 25 years, Richard Petty Motorsports, Aric Almirola, 2017 STP standard finish. They made a total of 469 of these things. Standard finish, Aric Almirola 43. Still labeled as a Platinum Series. Someday they'll fix that. And copyright and such on the bottom. Let's get down to the car itself. And why don't we just get the thing right out of the way? Monster! Yay! Took them long enough. What's going to be funny is I'm like 90% sure there's going to be a random car that comes out sometime like later in the year without Monster. Ignoring Hendrick, because you know, Pepsi and Hendrick have to be a little bitch about it, but nevertheless, something's gonna come out randomly. I just know it is. It'll be like in October, some like Kyle Larson or Kyle Busch car will just randomly come out without Monster, and they'll be like, "Oh, whoops, our bad." It's bound to happen. But anyways, we'll get down to that later. But this is the paint scheme that Aric drove at Martinsville this year. He drove this same thing last year, but it was never produced or offered or anything, so I'm glad to see it back. This is exactly why I'm glad some paint schemes don't change every year, because, you know, if we couldn't get it one year, then I definitely want it until we can get it, because this is just cool. This has a very similar look to the late 90s STP 43 cars, so that kind of helps. It's not exactly a throwback, but it you know, sort of is. But let's get down to sponsors. On the hood, you have STP, Ford Fusion number 43, Richard Petty Motorsports. Down the side, you have FTP, STP again, U.S. Air Force. Got Safety Clean up there, Pioneer Technology Group, and Fresh from Florida. Have we ever even gotten the Fresh from Florida car? I feel like they cancel that or never offer that. On the beat post, you have Mac Tools and Ford. Go further. Interestingly enough, an inaccuracy is it's missing Monster there. I'm not even joking. For some reason, Monster sponsors Petty, and there is a Monster logo on the real car in between there. So, okay, whatever. But, there you can see, has the Monster Series logo right there. What's stupid is this isn't accurate still. It's the new NASCAR logo, but that's not what's there, Lionel. It's still like a silver logo like it's been for years. It just has the new NASCAR logo as a part of it. So hopefully they fix that. Also, another inaccuracy I realized when I was looking at the real car is that they don't just have a stack of contingency sponsors like Penske style. There's like a few here and then a few over here or something. So that's kind of weird. I'm not sure why the jack stand thing is green. I've never understood some. I mean, that's probably accurate, but it's like, why would they pick green as their color on a car like this? Pick white or something. I don't know. You see Almirola's name is also in the rear windshield. The other change for this year. Got Smithfield on the back. STP, STP, STP. Original STP. Got Alsco and 43. This is number 114. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood if it wants to open. See, it says powered by Ford, STP, and Wix filters. Here's the engine detail if you want to see that. But there's Monster. There's not really much else to say about it other than there is Monster. It's fantastic to finally see it on the diecast. I'm glad we're going to get accurate diecast from here, and I'm glad Lionel at least tried to get it updated. Still waiting on that thing in the back right there, but whatever. Like I said, this is basically going to be out every car, or should be from every car, Cup Series car from this point on, except for Hendrick, because, you know, their Monster and Pepsi don't go together. I really hate Hendrick for that shit. Just don't fuck with diecast just because you have to be a little bitch about competing sponsors. They're the series sponsor. They should just say, put us on your damn diecast or piss off. I feel like is what they should be saying. Got some little chips and stuff. For some reason, these Gold Series cars always have a few little flaws and stuff all throughout the car. Not much you can do about it. That's just like the wrap line that for some reason is more prominent on these cars, so I've seen it on Platinum Series cars too. Interesting to point out is that you see the tires aren't detailed. Or the rims, I mean. But so you're probably thinking to yourself, so what? Gold Series, Silver Series, they never have the detailed rims. Who cares? But for some reason, they actually have been doing that this year. If you don't believe me, go take a look at Austin Dillon's AAA car, or Austin Dillon's American Ethanol car, or Casey Kane's Liftmaster car from this year. I think there's a few more, but their Gold Series Silver Series cars, opening hood only, with actual rims. They have the liner on the edge of the rim, the lug nuts are painted. They're actually detailed like a Platinum Series rim. And it looks so much better. So I'm not sure why this one didn't get it. I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but whatever. Here it is next to the 1/64 scale, if you want to see that. Interestingly enough, here's what the 1/64 scales will look like. There will just be a big blank gap right there where the Monster Series logo is. Have a completely blank windshield, and the name will be in the back. That's not bad. It's pretty much what they can do. The only thing that I wish they did instead is, just give us a windshield banner with the Ford logos or whatever logos on each side, and then just blank in the middle where Monster would be. I don't see why they wouldn't just do that. Like, why leave it completely blank and just screw even the manufacturers? Why did the manufacturers agree to that? But whatever. I just knew I wanted this car as soon as they offered it. It's just like, I really like this kind of different paint scheme last year, and it just got completely blown over by Lionel. It was like they made the Darlington throwback last year, but then this one it was just like they never really gave even a chance. I love the really, sort of late 90s look to this car. And, just seeing STP back is just, so awesome. Like, I mean, well, they've been back, but just a sponsor that is stuck with a team this long and just continues to sponsor races every year, that's awesome. Really glad to see. I mean, I would much rather that STP would be his full-time sponsor, but, you gotta focus in on that Smithfield, so who knows. But I would love to see more STP races every year, because the Smithfield car is kind of boring as far as I'm concerned. It's not bad. It's just a really weird patriotic car. It's like, we'll throw a little patriotic stuff over there, and we're done. But, the STP 43 will always be iconic no matter what it's run, no matter how it looks, and hope to see it back more. But I think that's all there's to say. This has been our review of Aric Almirola's STP Ford. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.